On stage, we witness a man, utterly consumed with grief, repeatedly crying out the only words that he can manage. Please, 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 I love you so, and now you're gone, begging for his lover to return. He finally reaches a climax of emotion where he can take no more, and with exact precision, on the downbeat, he collapses to his knees. The crowd roars with empathy, cheering him on as his loyal friend rushes in to drape a cape, a shroud of velvet, over his shoulders for support. However, he cannot be consoled. He throws off the cape and stumbles back to center stage again and again, begging for forgiveness. And so it continues, the audience lapping it up every time like they're stuck in a satisfying groove, unable to resist the spectacle playing out before them. Only one man could pull off this masterful ritual, time and time again. James Brown, the Godfather of soul. This is the story of how he became a great entertainer. Our story begins not with a roar, but with a struggle born in the Deep South. James Joseph Brown Jr., born in a small shack in Barnwell, South Carolina in 1933, faced unimaginable poverty and hardship from a young age. His early life was marked by rural labor, brushes with the law, and a resilience forged in the face of adversity. He learned to survive, to hustle, and to rely on his innate drive. Music became his salvation. After serving time in a youth detention center for robbery, he found refuge in gospel music, singing in local groups. This wasn't just entertainment, it was a mission. He quickly realized the power of performance to captivate and move an audience. This visceral understanding of connection, honed in church choirs and local juke joints, was the crucible in which his unparalleled stage presence was forged. He wasn't just singing songs, he was delivering sermons, channeling raw emotion through every note and every move, laying the groundwork for the undisputed architect of soul music. The late 1950s saw James Brown and his famous Flames begin to break through. It was a declaration of a new sound and a new way of performing. His raw, gospel-inflected vocals, combined with a tireless, almost acrobatic stage presence, captivated audiences. Got to hire speakers on. James Brown became known for his relentless perfectionism. He drilled his band mercilessly, often fining musicians for missed notes or offbeat timing. This was a significant challenge for many of his band members, who found his demands almost impossible to meet, but it was essential to his vision. He knew precisely the sound he wanted, tight, rhythmic, and explosive. Every grunt, every scream, every intricate dance step was meticulously crafted, yet delivered with an unparalleled ferocity that made it feel utterly spontaneous. He wasn't just a singer, he was the conductor of a human orchestra, demanding nothing less than absolute sonic and visual precision from every member of his ensemble. By the mid-1960s, James Brown had not only perfected his showmanship, but had also begun to reinvent popular music. His legendary 1962 album Live at the Apollo captured the raw intensity of his concerts and is considered one of the greatest live albums of all time. But it was his innovative musical approach that earned him the title Godfather of Soul, and eventually the Architect of Funk. Songs like Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, 1965, I Got You, I Feel Good, 1965, and Cold Sweat, 1967, shifted the emphasis from melody and chords to rhythm, bass lines, and percussion. He famously told his band to put it on the one, emphasizing the first beat of every measure, creating an irresistible, syncopated groove. He didn't just sing, he commanded, dictated, and performed with a magnetic energy that was both primal and impossibly refined, directly influencing countless genres and artists for decades to come.
Papa's got a brand new bag. Wow, I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't have. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't have. So good.
James Brown's influence extended far beyond music itself. His electrifying stage performances were revolutionary, built on a vocabulary of innovative dance moves, from the split and the frantic footwork to the dramatic spin that set a new standard for live showmanship. This theatrical mastery directly shaped generations of performers. Stars like Michael Jackson openly credited Brown's rhythmic intensity and gravity-defying moves as the blueprint for their own stage careers. Similarly, Prince Rogers Nelson channeled Brown's raw vocal delivery and relentless energy, integrating his fusion of funk, soul, and showmanship into a new era of music. Brown tirelessly toured, often performing hundreds of shows a year, bringing his commanding energy to audiences across the globe and solidifying his role as a cultural and political force. Even into the later decades, his impact remained undiminished, with his beats and samples forming the backbone of countless classic hip-hop tracks. He was not just an entertainer, he was a force of nature, a cultural giant whose rhythmic genius and stage presence continue to reverberate across the entire landscape of modern music.